Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Time Machine. Sunday Night Heat Edition 2002.
Oh my God, is that a young Bane?
That is a young Bane right there, Holmes. He was part of the Warriors back in the day, and his finishing move, the Warriors Cry, was in effect. And here we go, T. Piper, Terry, Bane, however you want to call this guy. This guy was an animal, Holmes.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
It looked like this.
The opponent, weighing 215 pounds, the Hurricane.
Well, it looks like on this day, he took on the Hurricane on Sunday Night Heat. So, in this matchup, Sunday Night Heat Edition, WWE at the time, Hurricane Helms took on Bane one-on-one.
Yeah, Holmes, he really did, and this is a young Bane. And we'll see what kind of punishment Bane put on the Hurricane tonight. And what you talking about, Willis? Oh, with Bane bringing the pain early, Holmes. We ought to probably change his name in the real time and say, "Here comes the Bane."
Oh, that's pretty clever right there, Hector. And oh, look at that stare down between the Hurricane and Bane. Oh, and he poked him right in the eye.
Oh, that's vintage Hurricane right there, Holmes.
And we do want to mention that we did jump inside of our time machine in the hot tub, and we came back, and oh, and a victory roll right here. 1, 2, and he almost had him right there, Hector.
You know, I want to say I remember this matchup, Holmes, but I really don't at all. Here it comes. The Warriors Cry from Bane. Oh, man. I wonder if he came up with a pinfall victory. Bane looking good back in the day, Holmes. 1, 2. And my God, is that Earl Hebner as a referee?
You know what? I think that is Earl. Earl's looking good back in the day.
Yeah, he really was. And Bane, man, that dude was always been a monster, man. Look at him. But the Hurricane coming out here with a superpower. Look at Bane with the big power, the big beast known as Bane, even back in the day, Holmes.
Well, he came out as Bane. Luthez press right there, takedown. He came out here as Bane early on, and then he changed his name to T. Piper. Oh, nice head scissor takedown right there from the Hurricane. Big matchup right here tonight.
Yeah, Holmes, it's pretty damn cool. Look at all the people, though, man. I think back in the day, I was like 14 years old around this time, Holmes. I was a young little homie, and little Ray was only like, I was only like 3 years old.
Oh, here's a pin right here. 1, 2, and oh, he almost had him right there.
He did, Holmes, and look at Bane, a young, thirsty lad right there, trying to pick up his victory here tonight against the Hurricane.
Oh, a big shot right there. The Hurricane stomping a mud hole there in his back. And look at this now.
Man, Bane taking it to the Hurricane this night, Holmes. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this matchup again, Holmes. See if we see ourselves in the crowd.
Oh, we don't want to do that. That's why we have these costumes.
Oh, and he's trying to give him the Hurricane choke slam. Oh, and Bane picked up a big victory over the Hurricane this night, Holmes. Watch out.
Impressive victory by Bane. We'll see what else transpires here tonight on Sunday Night Heat.
The ball is scheduled for one ball. On the way to the ring.
Wow, here comes the Wild Thing Wes Douglas out here. Man, he looks young.
Man, he sure does. Wes Douglas, back then known as Wesley Douglas, the Wild Thing. Barely getting his feet wet here in wrestling. I think that dude was like 18 years old at this point. Look at him. He still had the long hair, but he was red. I guess he was trying to be one of those ECW rejects or whatever, Holmes.
Oh, don't call them rejects. You know them guys are hardcore.
Well, I know they're hardcore, but I mean, I'm just saying. And look at who he had to face this night. Lance Storm, Holmes. You want to talk about a challenge tonight? Lance Storm, a nice mid-carder on his way up to the ranks of the top of the world. And tonight he faced Wesley Douglas one-on-one here on Sunday Night Heat, Holmes.
Man, we picked a good time to come out here. How'd you know about this?
Well, I Sky Wikipedia it, Holmes. I didn't want to spoil who won, so I didn't look at the spoiler alert. But I did look at the card, and there we go, hot and heavy. Lance Storm with a DDT right there on Wesley Douglas.
A big elbow from the top rope right there, Hector.
Yeah, man, and I mean, Wes just trying to get his feet wet, Holmes. Never afraid to make a challenge, Holmes, as you see now today, even on the current WFA roster, Holmes. Dude means business.
Tonight is going to be an incredible night. I totally agree with you, Jay.
Have you ever thought about going to the future?
You know, I've thought about it, Holmes, but I'm kind of scared because I don't trust myself. Because if I know that next year the Green Bay Packers are going to win the Super Bowl, I know that I don't want to bet on the Green Bay Packers, because even if I become rich, what am I going to do with all that money, Holmes? I'm just going to drive myself crazy.
Well, you got that right. And then if somebody else finds out about it, they might try to take over the world.
Yeah, somebody like King Angelo might try to be the king of the world, Holmes. What kind of world would that be? A bunch of croutons everywhere getting mistreated?
Well, look at Wes Douglas right here. Nice armbar.
Man, he's had that armbar for years, Holmes, and that was, I'm telling you, very young Wes Douglas right here. Look at the Irish whip right there. Oh, and a power slam right there from Wesley. And look at this move here. Another armbar takedown. So Wes always been a technical wrestler, second generation superstar, son of Shane Douglas, Holmes.
Oh, and Earl Hebner almost got knocked out right there after the Irish whip. And now a sharpshooter put on Lance Storm. So Lance Storm already in a bad way with Wesley Douglas.
Yeah, Holmes, and you know, these guys have always been great superstars, Holmes. Oh, well, watch out, Wes. Gut buster right there from Lance. And Lance is taking off that turnbuckle, Holmes. It's been exposed.
There's something you hardly see these days. Back then, they were a little bit more hardcore, weren't they?
Are you trying to make a pun right here? 1, 2, and a kick out from Lance. And look at this now. Snap suplex right there from Wesley Douglas. And another armbar takedown, Holmes, and he lets it go pretty quickly.
Oh, but there's another one right there. So look at this. Wes Douglas, technical wrestler back in the day.
Well, he's still technical, Holmes. I think he needs to watch this tip and go back to his basics, Holmes. DDT takedown right there on Lance Storm. Well, Lance Storm was a hardcore, well, not hardcore, he was technical himself, but was also part of ECW, if I'm not mistaken. And the former WCW Tag Team Champion now, taken to school by the young Wesley Douglas here tonight.
Oh, look at this, taunting Wes. Now he's going after him. Oh, Wes Bailey with a crossface put on Lance. And I think Lance might tap out here.
No, he didn't tap out. He got out of that predicament somehow. And Wes Douglas still bringing the wood here tonight. And Earl Hebner got in the way once again. Oh, look at this roll up. 1, 2, and oh no, he kicked out. I thought he was a 3 count.
We all thought it was a 3 count. And Lance Storm, with a Samoan roll right there. And now Lance Storm taking it to Wesley Douglas here tonight.
Finally, the tables have turned for Mr. Lance Storm. But if we could all be serious for just 1 second.
Now you hear JR right there talking about Wesley Douglas, saying he's very underrated here in this dark match on Sunday Night Heat. So perhaps this matchup was what opened the door for Wesley down the road.
I believe so, Holmes, and I believe this was Wes's debut matchup in all of professional wrestling, at least on TV, Holmes. We know he did a lot of training with his daddy Shane, and now saying that that's it for Lance. Here's the hook of the leg after the gutbuster. 1, 2, and 3. Wesley Douglas did it here tonight, Holmes.
What a matchup here tonight. Wesley Douglas did it. But coming up here in the main event, we will have Goldust taking on Lucio one-on-one here tonight in the main event. So a young Lucio will be seen.
Lucio Argento. That was before the hot dogs, but Wesley Douglas wins tonight.
Oh, look at this. A young Lucio Argento right here tonight. The main event against Goldust.
Paul. On the way to the ring. Skull.
Dang, look at Lucio Holmes. He's young. Wow, this is going to be a treat tonight. I wonder when he came up with the idea for the Lucio hot dogs.
I really don't know, but I know he's been a punk rocker all his life, and look at this. Looks like a street punker here tonight.
Yeah, it really does, Holmes. And we'll see if he can take down the Bizarre One. Goldust here tonight is our alum. So far, our 2-0 here tonight.
Well, it's a big upgrade from last time, because last time it didn't go so good for our superstars, but I digress. Not to say they didn't put a good match on.
No, they really did, Holmes. Iron Man, Mills, and Perry did a good show, and look at this. Goldust, Holmes.
Weighing 260 pounds.
And there has never been another Goldust in our industry.
No, there hasn't been, but we did at one point have a Juicy Fruit Jimmy, which came pretty damn close.
And that's a name that hardly gets mentioned these days, Juicy Fruit Jimmy. One hell of a competitor there in WWFD, alongside Steve Blocker. Sweet and Sour was the tag team.
And here we go, Holmes. Lucio going after the Bizarre One here tonight.
Oh, but Goldust back then was not nobody to mess with, a former Intercontinental Champion. I mean, I know he never came close to winning the World Heavyweight Championship, but he was one hell of an Intercontinental Champion, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, and I remember he used to come out here with Marlena. Man, she used to smoke that cigar, Holmes. That was awesome stuff. And it's crazy because if you think about this time of age, that was way before Lucio even knew Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, a Dutch woman living over in the Duchess.
Well, I bet she's out there working on a farm or something there in Dutchville.
Oh, an atomic drop right there from Goldust. And you know, it's crazy how things turn out, Holmes. She came out here for an opportunity and she met Lucio along the way, and now they're inseparable, Holmes. And Lucio was a loose cannon back in the day right there. Look at the Hurricane Run, a takedown, a throwback right there for Lucio. Something we don't see today.
Oh, you really don't? He's one of the modern day best strikers in all the business, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and a spinning heel kick right there. And Lucio, look like some of those moves that he's using here tonight are some of the stuff that he uses in today's date.
Yeah, look at that. He took down the turnbuckle pad right there. And Lucio, you're right. There's some of those moves that are still used today in his base repertoire. Oh, and it gets dumped to the outside by Goldust, and Goldust now just watching him. And another Hurricane Rana takedown right there for Lucio. Here's a cover, but that damn rope break even back in 2002 is being used, Holmes.
Oh, look at Lucio right there. Takes him down. 1, 2, and 3. Lucio picking up a big victory tonight over Goldust.
Man, what an impressive victory from Lucio. But hey, Chad, we got to get out of here. We got to get back to 2023. Thank you for joining us here tonight in the Time Machine. Hector and Chad, we got to go.
Let's go back to the future.
Later. This has been a presentation of Sunday Night Heat.